What up, parents and underdogs? Listen, what if I told you that the one very thing you're doing to give your child an edge in sports could be the one thing that breaks them? Imagine the disappointment of seeing your child's face or your young athlete's face, once full of passion and joy, suddenly lose their love for the sport. The truth is, early specialization might not be the golden ticket of success you think it is. Today, we're uncovering the hidden dangers of burnout and how you, as a parent, can keep your child in the game and thriving. But here's a twist. There's one key factor that can make all the difference in your child's athletic journey. And I'll reveal that later on in the episode. This could change everything, like everything you thought you knew about raising a young athlete. This could change everything. So, stay tuned. Welcome back, family, to Full Court Dreams, the Underdog's Voice. I am your host, you know me, Coach Q. Here on the Underdog Voice, we spotlight the journey that defines youth sports today. Let me start with a question. What is your definition of an underdog? Now, for me, and bear with me for a minute, for me, it's not just about being overlooked or underestimated. It's about being one who finds joy. Now listen, joy in the struggle and who fights not to just win, but love the game itself. But what happens when that love begins to fade? What happens? This is what happens. I'm gonna break it down for you. So, when the pressure to specialize in one sport robs a kid of the joy that got them started in the first place, right? So today, we're going to tackle a tough issue: burnout and early sports specialization. And as a coach, I've seen the statistics. Come on. We all probably heard it. Y'all even probably heard it before. 70% of the kids drop out of sport at the age of 13. Why? It's many factors, but one of the factors is, and I believe that it's because of specialization. Often it's the well-meaning push to specialize in one sport too early, right? Specialization promises success, but it can also lead to overuse injuries, mental fatigue, and even early exiting from the sport altogether. But here's the big question: how do you know if your child is even on the brink of burnout? And more importantly, what can you do about it? Well, I'll get to that in a minute. But first, let's talk about the benefits of a balanced approach. Now, study shows that young athletes who engage in multiple sports not only reduce their risk of injury, but also develop a broad range of skills. This variety keeps them engaged and most importantly, keeps the game fun. Let me share a little story with you about a young lady that I used to coach. We're gonna call her Sarah. We're gonna call her Sarah. So Sarah was an exceptional basketball player. She was very exceptional on the court. Go get it. Whatever. But as the years went by, I started to see her spark dim. Like she didn't want to play no more. So, she wasn't the same joyful player she used to be. So we sat down and we had a conversation, right? And it became clear to me that Sarah was burnt out. And she was burnt out because she felt as though she was playing too much. She only really focused on basketball all her life. So, because I didn't want her to quit basketball, and I was glad that she told me this, I wanted her. We decided to come up. We decided to come up with a plan together. So we made some changes, right? So one thing that I suggested to her, because I burnout, I've been over. So one thing that I suggested to her was for her to try another sport. So she started playing another sport during the off season, and slowly but surely, guess what happened? That spark for basketball returned. Now today, Sarah's in college. Sarah is in college, thriving at the college level. She's thriving at the college level, but not just as a basketball player, but as a well-rounded athlete who loves what she does. But what about your child? Huh? Tell me, what about your child? How can you ensure that they don't lose their love for the game? What are the signs that burnout might be creeping in? And here's that key factor that I mentioned earlier. The secret to keeping your child engaged and thriving in sports is, I wish I had a drum roll, but I'm going to do it on my desk. Boom. The secret is rest. Yes, you heard me. Rest. Allow time for your kid to recover, both physically and mentally. That's right. Both physically and mentally. It can be a game changer in your child's athletic journey. So stick around, because we're going to explore that, along with some tips that I have for you, some actionable steps that you as a parent can take today to keep your young athlete in the game healthy and passionate. And woo. Now listen, we're going to dive into it. Here is actionable step number 1 to prevent burnout and keep your child's sports journey positive. Number 1, diversify their sport experience. Encourage your child to participate in multiple sports. Simple, right? Throughout the year. Encourage them to find another sport. This variety helps out with multiple things. It helps them to develop different physical skills, keep them their interests fresh, right? Another thing you can do is, parents, listen to your child's feelings. Pay attention to what your child says about their experience. Are they still having fun? Are they showing signs of stress or exhaustion? Like, open communication is a key to catching burnout early. The third thing you can do is schedule some downtime. Oh, I know that word. Oh my God. I know that. Woo, we don't want to do that, but we need to. So schedule some downtime for your child. Ensure that your child has time to rest in between sports seasons. Look, anybody, any physical therapist, any sports therapist, whatever, sports psychologist will tell you that recovery is just as important as training. And it's essential to both their physical and their mental health. All right. So the fourth thing is focus on long-term development. Shift your kids' focus from immediate success to long-term development. Remind your child that sports, it's a journey. It's not a race. It's a journey. Enjoy the process, as coaches say, right? Gotta trust the process. So enjoy the process, enjoy the journey. It's not a race. All right. Fifth thing is build your child's confidence through positive reinforcement. Praise effort, not just results. We want our child to score 20 and 30 points in a game, but what if they don't? What if they get 10 steals? Do we celebrate that? So celebrate the small victories and progress, which boosts your child's confidence and motivation. And remember that key factor, rest. Rest isn't just about taking a day off. It's about giving your child that space to recover and rediscover their love for the game. Look, if you're looking to build their confidence even further, you can check out my last video where I break down how coaches can effectively build confidence in young athletes. Check out my video. Now, as we wrap this up today, as we wrap this up, remember, being an underdog is about more than just winning. It's about staying in the game, loving the journey, and finding joy in every step. If your child's passion for sports is wavering, it's time to take action. Keep them balanced, keep them engaged, and most importantly, keep it fun. F-U-N. Fun. This is Coach Q, reminding you that the real victory is in the love of the game. So, if today's episode resonated with you, I would like for you to like, share, subscribe to Full Court Dreams, the Underdawg Sports. Let's keep supporting our young athletes together. Right? And share your thoughts below on what you think about specializing in sports early. Say your thoughts. Let's talk about it. All right? So, this is Coach Q, and you know what time it is. Until our next episode, I'm out.